So my roommate, Dave, is one of those hyper-organized people who believes chaos can be conquered with a label maker. Last month, after a particularly traumatic incident involving expired yogurt and what he calls the Great Sniff Test catastrophe, Dave decided the solution was to label every single item in our fridge. I didn't argue. If anything, I was relieved to never again mistake his oat milk for my actual milk, a mistake my digestive system still hasn't forgiven me for. At first, it was just practical stuff: Dave's salsa, Maya's cheese, communal hummus. It looked like a grocery store in there, but at least it was neat. Then, Dave got creative. One evening, I noticed the eggs had a label that just read Greggs. I assumed it was a typo or maybe Dave had gone British overnight. But the next morning, I found a tiny sticky note on the egg carton: Greggs would like to discuss breakfast arrangements. I laughed it off, thinking Dave was just being silly, but when I went to make an omelet, he stopped me and said, "Wait, have you checked with Greggs if that's union approved?" I thought he was joking, but Dave handed me a miniature contract outlining the terms under which the eggs, sorry, Greggs, could be scrambled, fried, or poached. Things escalated quickly. Soon, every time I opened the fridge, there were more notes. Greggs demands fair compensation, preferably in toast. Greggs refuses to work weekends, and Greggs requests a 5-minute break before being boiled. Dave even started leaving little picket signs made from toothpicks and paper next to the carton. I tried ignoring it, but my other roommate Maya got involved, negotiating on behalf of Greggs for better shelf placement and a separate container to avoid cross-contamination with non-unionized produce. At one point, I walked in on her and Dave in a heated discussion about egg equity and yolk solidarity. This morning, I found a note taped to my coffee mug: Greggs has reached a tentative agreement. Breakfast may proceed, provided all parties agree to sunny side up and a side of respect. So now, instead of a peaceful breakfast, I spend every morning at the bargaining table with a dozen tiny union reps. I always knew Dave was egg-centric, but now I'm starting to think he just cracked under the pressure.